Hello. I want to introduce you guys to my new project, the Evolving Coin project, which I'm really excited about. I've shared a little bit with you so far, but now I'm going to share with you the full scope of the project and how to get involved with it and how to acquire one of the first Evolving Coins. So first of all, the goals of this project are to create, to take the community that already exists, that follows art and collects art and pins and all other forms of artwork, and take those and bring them onto a blockchain. And blockchain is what all these new cryptocurrencies, I'm sure some of you have heard of, are built on. And it's technology that basically takes away the human component and allows basically a really intelligent program to do things for us. So far it's been utilized in finance quite a lot and opened up amazing things financially for tons of people through these cryptocurrencies. It removes the centralized component. So you've probably heard of these things, these cryptocurrencies referred to as decentralized, because it removes the centralized component, which means it removes the humans that are at the center and have the power in that system. And obviously, as we've seen, humans in positions of power typically don't make the best decisions for everybody else. So, because of that, these systems work incredibly well. They're decentralized and they reward the people that are involved in the system, in making that system work. The people that make these blockchain cryptocurrencies work are the miners and the people using the currencies, and using the technologies themselves. A lot of these token projects, these coins, these cryptocurrencies, they also have technology that's attached to it that's used. It's used for swapping coins from one to another. It's used to launch new coins on some of them. Some of them allow you to take the coins that you have and put them into liquidity and receive rewards from that. You receive fees from other people that are using that same network, or just to simply earn interest on it. Way more interest than you could ever earn from your bank. Some of these are up to 80% per year interest on their tokens. Anyway, so very powerful decentralization and blockchain technology. So now let's talk about how that can be brought into the art space. There's something called NFTs. That acronym stands for non-fungible token. So something like Bitcoin is a fungible token. And I'm going to read you a little bit of a description on what that means and the difference between an NFT and something like a fungible token, a non-fungible token, and then something like Bitcoin, which is a fungible token. So basically, non-fungible tokens contain identifying information about their smart contracts. Smart contracts are basically technology, a program that executes when something happens automatically. So you don't need a person to initiate your bank transfer or anything like that. You just initiate it yourself, and the smart contract takes over. So non-fungible tokens contain identifying information recorded on their smart contracts. In this information, it makes each NFT different, such as they cannot be directly replaced by other tokens. Each one of them's totally independent and unique, which makes them great for attaching artwork to, especially limited edition or one-of-one artworks. They cannot be swapped like for like, so you can't swap one NFT for another NFT as if they're the same, because they're not. They're different. They have different values. They have different functionality. They're totally different. Banknotes, in contrast, can be simply exchanged for one or another. You can trade dollars for dollars, and if they are the same value, there's no difference to the holder. Your dollar is worth the same dollar as your friend's dollar that you could trade for. So Bitcoin is a fungible token. You can send someone a Bitcoin, they can send it back, and you would still have that Bitcoin. The value might change because the prices we've seen goes up and down. It's kind of volatile. It's becoming less volatile, which is great. But that value only changes depending on the time of, when you exchange it, how long you're waiting, and it's essentially the same. You still have one Bitcoin. It's just the value of that Bitcoin can change. You can also send or receive any part of a Bitcoin measured in a Satoshi, which is a fungible token, and is divisible. Satoshi is what Bitcoin is broken down into. It's the same thing as like breaking a dollar down into cents. You can break a Bitcoin down into Satoshis, and I think it's 100 million Satoshis per Bitcoin. Non-fungible tokens, in contrast, are not divisible. So if you have an NFT, there's only one, and that's it. You can't break it down into smaller versions of that NFT. There's just that one. The same way you couldn't divide up a concert ticket and give your friend a third of your concert ticket. It'd be pretty worthless, You want the whole ticket, then you can use it. Okay, so let's talk about now what makes an NFT special. Well, non-fungible tokens have unique attributes. They're usually linked to a specific asset. Typically, we're talking about linking it to artwork, limited edition artwork. They cannot be used to prove the owner, they can be used to prove the ownership of the digital item. That's the big one. Once you own a NFT that's tokenized, you're the owner. Nobody else can own it. The same way nobody can own your Bitcoin. Nobody can, you're the owner of it. It's yours. You have it. You keep it in your wallet, and it is yours. And anybody could check to see that you are the clear owner of it. So just like digital items in a game, you might have a skin for a character. You buy that, and then you own that. That's yours. Now, and especially if it's a one of one, you'd be the only person that owns that unique skin in that game for your character. That is a form of an NFT, is in video games. Other tokens are fungible in the same way as coins or banknotes. Fungible tokens are identical, and they have the same attributes and values when they're exchanged. NFTs, each one of them is unique. Each one of them is different. So, as for crypto collectibles, there was something called Crypto Kitties that was really popular a few years back, I think like 2018, and people spent millions of dollars on these digital Crypto Kitties. They are non-fungible tokens, and they can be used as digital assets that need to be differentiated from each other. So you might have like a blue Crypto Kitty with glasses, and then a pink one with a dress on, or something like that. Totally different, each one of them. They can represent everything from virtual land parcels to artworks. That's what we're interested in. To ownership licenses. Non-fungible tokens are not traded on standard cryptocurrency exchanges. It can be peer-to-peer exchanged. I can send my NFT to you, and you can send me payment, or vice versa. Or we can trade NFTs if we wanted to, if we determine that the value is equal between them. And basically, instead, they are bought and sold on a digital marketplace. One of them is called Open Bazaar. Decentraland is actually this game where you can buy land and trade land, build on it, all kinds of stuff, and that's the land marketplace. So there's a lot of new developments in all of that, and the NFTs that we're most interested in. I'm going to break away from the descriptions now. The ones that we're most interested in are the art, because we love art. I love art. I collect art. If you see behind me, there is an obscene amount of pins on these boards that I have here, and I have a ton more than that too. I just haven't gotten around to putting them on display yet. But collecting those is a huge interest to me. I love it, and obviously I make them as well. So many people collect so many different things that moving those items into a digital space is a really cool concept. It's something that many people haven't probably considered. Like, why would I just want to collect these digital things that I could only look at on a screen? Well, they can have way more functionality than you think. Yes, I'll tell you more about our first project soon. That's going to be, it's going to incorporate, I'll go ahead and tell you, it's going to incorporate the holographic images, just like some of the recent lenticular prints I've done, with augmented reality. So you can point your phone camera at it with an app and looking at the holographic print, the lenticular print, it'll trigger an animation and you'll see a three-dimensional animated version of the artwork. You can do that on screen, or you can do that in reality in real life with the app and the lenticular print. So our one NFT that we're going to release is going to be that, and that is a collaboration with Chris Morphus, which I'm really stoked about, and we'll be showing you guys soon. And so that one, for example, will have a 1-of-1, where you'll just be able to get, the only person that has this 1-of-1 will get a very large size lenticular print. And additional, they'll have a unique animation that triggers from their 1-of-1 NFT. And they'll get the physical lenticular and they'll get the digital NFT ownership. And then there'll be another edition. I'm not sure exactly how many we're doing, I forget at the moment, of smaller versions of the holograms. And those will be non-NFTs. So those will just be regular holograms. They'll also have an AR trigger. Or those might be NFTs too. We might do a limited edition of those. Haven't decided yet. But that's really exciting. The goal after you own one of my NFTs, I'm going to do collaborations with tons of other artists and even bring other artists in and host their NFTs in this project. So it's not all just about my artwork, but obviously that's what we're starting with. I have easy access to my artwork and making the ideas come to life. So the main goal though is to then say you buy that 1-of-1 NFT lenticular augmented reality piece and you love it. You put it up on your wall, you stoked about it, and then every once in a while you show people your digital form of it, or whatever you want to do with that. You can import that digital animation into other software, use it in VR, all kinds of stuff. Once you own it, the goal is to then, this is a long-term goal. This might not happen until 2022, 2023 even. I don't know. This is a long project, and I have to do a heck of a lot of work and build a team together that's going to really do this right. So one of the goals, I digress. One of the goals is the main goal is to basically say you own that artwork, and as other people buy the NFTs from Infinite Evolution through this Evolving Coin project, you will get paid. You will earn a certain percentage of every other transaction through that NFT network. So say you buy that first one, well, and once this happens, and then say it's a year later, this kicks in, and then you'll start earning into your account, because all this will be tracked on the blockchain, into your account, you'll start earning, hopefully, the Evolving Coin tokens that will have a value. And so you'll actually get paid simply for owning the NFT artwork. That's the big, I'd say that's the big innovation with this project. That's the thing that I don't see any other projects doing. I don't see any NFTs that reward you that way. And then within that, I want to make it so that you can stake your tokens. So you have the tokens and you can stake them for liquidity. So it creates more liquidity in the market by taking your tokens, adding them to a pool, and letting other people get them. All right, so now let's take a look at the first way that you guys can get involved with this project. I've created the first physical version of the Evolving Coin, and I'm going to show it to you. I've released the pictures. I think in this post I'll go ahead and put the photos of the coin as well, so you guys can take another look at it. And so this is the coin, is the Evolving Coin. This is the let me rotate that. This is the V1, the version 1 Evolving Coin, and you can only get this coin by being an early investor, by buying this coin on this upcoming release, which is this Friday. And I'll have all the info in the post here about the drop. So this is the front side of the coin. It is very three-dimensional. So this golden part here, this is dual plated with gold plating, and the gold part is like a 3D pyramid. You can see it comes up off the surface there. And then each other part is in different layers. There's a transparent red enamel which shines very nicely, and then the rest is the silver nickel plating. And then on the back, or the other side, because there's no front and back, so all the text is going to be reversed, but you can see it in the photo there. is this. Basically, this is the overall ethos of infinite evolution, what I love to put out into the world. And it says on the top, I choose truth. That's a big one. Choosing truth over lies is the way. I think it's a very important thing. The next thing it says is empathy before ego. Ego is important, everyone has it, but empathy is the key. Feeling what other people feel, knowing how it feels, just makes you a better human. All around. On the other side, love over fear. That's pretty self-explanatory. Fear has its place, it's important, but love is what we're after. Universal, abundant love is possible. On the bottom, one of the most important statements is I am infinite. Everyone, each one of you, each one of us are infinite in mind, body, and spirit. All of us have the opportunity to live, and time and space are the construct of this reality, and it's all relative to our perception. So believing in the infinite, believing you are infinite, just simply, whether it's true on every level and however you want to look at it, doesn't matter, because it can affect your life incredibly positively to think of infinite abundance, and that you are part of that infinite abundance and you deserve it, and you can manifest it in your life. Absolutely. Sorry, don't mean to curse. Anyway, and then in the center here, this is raised gold plated, this whole central piece here, and then the rest is the silver nickel plating. Once again, a clear blue enamel around the outside, and in that center golden part, you're getting some weird colors because it's reflecting my computer screen. But in the center golden part, you have the infinity symbol, and then all around it are different symbols standing for different aspects of a whole and complete existence on this planet. And that would be, I'm going to start here with the Ankh shape representing life, and growth and birth and the whole cycle of life. Here next to it you have the health symbol, standing for health, wellness, vitality. Here you have the dollar sign representing abundance. Obviously, we're hopefully moving away from dollars soon. Maybe future versions of the coin will have a different symbol altogether. But this currently is representing wealth and abundance. Below that, you have the fire, the flame, which is representing power and creativity and innovation. To the left of that, you have the all-seeing eye, or just not really the all-seeing eye, but it's just an eye of wisdom, representing wisdom and knowledge. Which is so important to be well educated, educate yourself. We live in a great time with the internet. We can really teach ourselves anything. It's pretty awesome. And then the last symbol over here is justice, the scales of justice. We want things to be as fair as they possibly can be in this world, and always strive to be more equal. And yeah, that's what this whole side is about. So the coin is ridged on the edges, just like most coins you're probably familiar with. And it weighs, I think, about 1 ounce each. It is made of a core of copper, and it's plated with the silver nickel plating and the gold plating on both sides, dual plated. So, how do you get one of these? Well, they're dropping Friday. I haven't picked a time yet, but I'll put it in the post. Most likely it's probably going to be a same time as always, which would be 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 p.m. Pacific Time. So if you want to get one of these, go ahead, and if you've already told me and put your name on the list, I got you. I got everybody who's told me. But if you haven't yet and you want to put your name on the list to be able to get one of these coins, I will tag you in the drop post. I'm tagging everybody that had already given me their names in this post. So if your name is tagged in this post, don't worry about it. But if you are not tagged in this post and you want to be tagged in the drop post, put your name in the comments. I'll add you to the list, and then you will be able to get one of these coins. There's no limit. You can buy as many of these as you want. However, if they do sell out, I can't do anything about it. There's only 300 of these available. I really do want everybody who wants to get one to be able to get it. So I'm gonna put a limit on just the first hour of purchases. If all 300 don't sell out in that hour, that's fine. But that first hour, we're gonna do a limit of 5 coins per person. So you can't buy more than 5, please. If you do buy more than 5, I'm just gonna refund the other extras that you bought and send you 5. So yeah, put your name in the comments if you want to get tagged. I will tag everybody before the drop or at the drop on Friday. I'll probably do another post before that reminding everyone about it. And they are going to be $40 each. The $40 for the coin does include shipping. There's going to be shipping on top of it. But the $40 for the coin obviously gets you the physical coin, but it also contributes to the project. 40 is... It's not even really high for this coin because this is a heck of a in-depth, thorough design that wasn't cheap. But I would probably normally charge 30 or 35. The reason it's 40 is because I want to generate a little bit of capital to help this project, so I can hire my my developer to start building this token with me. So also, it's that way because you're getting a lot of functionality with this coin. So we'll talk about next, what does the coin get you beyond the actual coin itself? Well, first thing is that you can use the coin as a drop token for any of my art drops. There's going to be 5 people chosen every time. So say you get one of the coins, next drop happens, you're like, oh, I gotta have that one. Go ahead, I'll make a post and say, hey, whoever wants to use their drop token for this upcoming drop, put your name down. I'll take everybody and I'll pick 5 people out of that, and all 5 of those people will be guaranteed to get that drop. And if it's a blind bag, I'm going to give those people the option to pick their variants on the pins. You can use it for anything though. You can use it for any item, any merch. It could be a hoodie. It could be a future. It could be anything except for another evolving coin. And there will be future versions of the evolving coin. So that's the next part of the functionality of it, is that all the people that hold this first coin, all 300, it may not be 300 people, but all 300 coin holders will have access to the V2 of evolving coin. You can only get V2 if you bought V1. But the same time that I release V2, I'm going to release a V2.5 that's going to be for second round investors, people that want to get that one. That coin will be $50, so you're going to get a discount in a sense on the first coin, or just simply a lower price on the first coin by adopting it early, by believing in this project, early, by liking, you don't even have to believe in the project. If you just like the way the coin looks, go ahead, scoop it. I don't care. But hopefully you're interested in the project too. Hopefully you are interested enough in my art and Infinite Evolution that you want to use the functionality of it. It's important. It's important. You can go ahead and just collect the coins. That's cool. There's no rules. So evolving coin holders will also have access to what I will eventually release. I can't promise when this is going to come, but which will be a series of newsletters that will include information about what I'm working on, what I haven't released that I'm working on, that you can get early access to. It'll also give you early access to drops. So if you are on this list, if you are an evolving coin holder and you are a part of this subscription, then which will be free. There will eventually be a paid version of this subscription, but only right now it's just for people that have the coins. And it's not even active yet. It'll probably be a few months. But once it's active, you will get access to a drop about 5 minutes before everybody else. So you'll be able to access the drop and purchase the whatever item it is before the general public, let's say. So that is pretty valuable to some people. And then on top of that, you'll also get every once in a while, it might be every other month, it might be every 3 months, you'll get access to a pin drop that is exclusive to evolving coin holders. Nobody else can buy it. You can only buy it if you have one of the coins. That's going to be fun. We're going to create some pretty cool stuff that'll just really low additions too. There'll be like, if everybody wants it, we'll figure out ahead of time. Then we'll do an LE 300, or or however many people are holding the coin. But most likely they're going to be pretty low for the variance of the pin. So that's something to get excited about. Definitely, having the coin is much more than just having a cool looking coin. And yeah, that's the way to do it. Buy the first coin, gets you access to everything that comes afterwards. I really hope that we can sell out on Friday. That would be a good sign that this project is interesting to you guys. And yeah, I know I've talked a lot and probably said a lot of words that some people don't understand. If I can do anything to make it more clear, I know it's a pretty complex project that is laid out, but if there's anything I can do to make it more clear, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to explain more about it. And I will be working on new designs for the coin, probably for release in March, February, March, yep. So look forward to that, and I'll see you guys Friday. Thanks for listening to me, and much love.